Good morning, folks. Well, I'm here at Land's End now. I'm just about to set off for John O'Groats. We haven't got the nicest weather. That is my view of sunrise. It's over there somewhere. It's coming up apparently. So I'm not going to start recording for a while. There's no point. I can't see a thing. I can hardly see a thing, which means the camera's going to hardly see a thing. So when the sun is up and the fog has started to lift, hopefully we'll get some decent footage. But until then, stay safe. The only bits I'm going to be doing for now is the B3306 over to St Ives, which you've seen me do at least twice now, so you're not missing much. Okay folks, so here we are, and well, first of all, welcome to my Land's End to John O'Groats series of videos. As you can probably tell, and if you've seen my Instagram posts from the trip, my microphone died, and it didn't even last halfway through the trip. It died on the first day before I even started recording, so that's a bit of a bummer. However, bought a cheapy little microphone off of eBay, and I'm going to talk you through some of my trip like this. As you've just heard from the short little clip at the beginning there, it was pretty damn miserable this morning. Extreme fog. I couldn't see 10 foot in front of me. The B3306. That's probably the slowest I've ever done it, and I didn't really enjoy that today, or on this day. It was very difficult riding, and it's just very slow going. But we're past that now. I can't tell you what time it is from the clip you're watching at the moment. I have no idea whatsoever. But I can tell you, I had just stopped at McDonald's, I had some breakfast. We're now just north of Newquay, heading towards sort of Wadebridge, Padstow sort of area. And the weather has definitely brightened up by this stage. It was absolutely gorgeous already. Roads were drying up, and it was looking like it was going to be a good first day. So, I'd just like to say, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the A39, which is the road I'm riding on at the moment. I hope you enjoy the scenery, the riding. I hope you enjoy it all, as I definitely did this day. So, the plan for this day was take the A39, head up towards Lynmouth and stop in Lynmouth for lunch. I absolutely adore Lynmouth. Gorgeous little place, but we'll talk about that more when we're there. From then, we're going to carry on along the A39, head towards Bristol, where I'm going to be chilling for the night at my mate Callum's in Bristol. He's been kind enough to offer me space in the garage for the bike, for Frida, and the sofa for the night, which was very nice of him. Thank you very much, Callum. So, the rest of the week is going to go a little bit like this. So, first night, as I said, Bristol, chilling there. Hopefully, if I get there early enough, we'll be going for a little trip out to Cheddar Gorge. That will be absolutely amazing. I love Cheddar Gorge. Done it in the car, never done it on a bike, so it's a new experience for me. I've seen a lot of videos with Cheddar Gorge in it, and they always look absolutely fantastic. So, fingers crossed the weather stays nice, and we don't get caught up in too much traffic. Tomorrow, or the next day in the series, because tomorrow, believe it or not, will be the 9th of October. I do apologise for being so late for recording the voiceover for these guys and posting them. I had issues with the laptop when I got back. It needed sorted out, and then of course I had to wait for this damn microphone to turn up and get that sorted. That didn't want to play ball when I first plugged it in, so I've been having to try and work that out as well. It's been a bit of a nightmare really, but anyway, back to the video, or back to the trip. Second night, so from Bristol we'll be heading up to the Peak District to a place called Buxton, I believe. And from Buxton, I'll be staying with a couple of guys in a campsite who I met through Instagram. Thanks for the invite for that. I will tell you a little bit more about that tomorrow, or on the next video again. From there, in the Peak District, we will be going up to... where are we going from there? I can't remember. Do you know what? This trip was so damn long ago. I cannot remember. Bristol up to the Peak District. Peak District up to Loch Lomond. We'll be in Scotland. Third night, Loch Lomond. Camping. Got a permit for camping up there. That will be absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I forgot to take bug repellent, so a little bit painful. But hey ho. Fourth night. Are we on fourth night? We're on fourth night. Fourth night, I am staying on the Isle of Skye, wild camping there. That was another night covered in midges, being absolutely savaged by them. But once again, hey ho, what can you do? And then the fifth and final night of excuse my gobbledygook coming out there. Fifth and final night of the trip going north, heading north, I will be at John O'Groats, and I'm glamping in a lovely little wooden hut, or a pod as they call it, a glamping pod, and that'll be really nice. In fact, that was really nice. I thoroughly enjoyed that night, and you'll also see some of that in the final video in the series. From there, the weather did take a complete and utter downturn, so the return of that trip I did not record at all. I stuffed the cameras back in their bags, kept them nice and dry, and got home as quick as possible. However, I can tell you that first stop, heading back south, I stopped, where did I stop? I can't remember. But basically I stopped in somewhere near Newcastle, somewhere in Hertfordshire, and then shot home. Now that doesn't sound right. Folks, I have absolutely lost my memory. I can't remember it. Not the trip back anyway. But oh well, that's not important. That was boring. That was all motorway stuff, unfortunately. So we don't need to know any about that. So, the A39. I'm currently not on it, as you can see. The TomTom that I've brought with me is, most of the time it's a fantastic piece of kit, but it doesn't half like taking you down those thin little lanes, and sometimes it will take you down a road and you will question whether it is actually a road. In fact, I've probably spent about 20% of that trip doing that. So just a warning, if anyone's thinking of getting the TomTom Rider 550, I believe, just make sure you check your routes and check the condition of the roads and things like that before you head off. But anyway, this is Lynmouth. This is my lunch stop, and you're about to see a bit of GoPro footage. Lynmouth, absolutely gorgeous little village. Lovely pub there if you want dinner. And this is less than a mile north of Lynmouth, heading up the hills, and the sights are absolutely stunning, and that's great parking on the right hand side there. I say a lot. I definitely say a lot. A lot. That's a new word, a lot. Nice. These roads, this was some of the best roads of the day, no question. Fast, sweeping bends, the views off the cliffs were absolutely stunning. The road surface was fantastic, and the bike handled it absolutely perfect. Even with 2 full panniers and a tail pack on the back, plus my camping gear, the tent, sleeping bag, all that stuff. There was a lot of weight on the back of that bike, and I must say the bike didn't handle any worse than it would without any of it. Absolutely fantastic. I must say I did find it difficult, well, not difficult, but a little bit awkward using the 2 different cameras, using the drift on the helmet and the GoPro. I quite often forgot about the GoPro, even though it's almost right in front of me, and I can see it, it's on the bike. I did forget about it a lot. It's got a very short battery life. It's a GoPro session, so I didn't have it on the whole time. I can reach it from where I sat on the bike, so I'd reach down, click it on, click it off when we're done boring, back to the boring sections, and that'd be it. So we're coming up to the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. This was a very good first day to set off on the A39, folks. It was pretty much right from the start, A39. We started in at Land's End, headed across to St Ives on the B3 306, headed up the coast, up the north coast there, through Hale, we went up through Portreath, Porthtowan, and up to Newquay. That's all the stuff that you missed. And those roads are fantastic, but the weather wasn't there for it at that time of the morning. So from there, as you've seen, and I think you'll all agree, it's absolutely stunning, this part of the country, especially Exmoor. And from here, basically from the end of the video, you won't see me going into Bristol, because Bristol, well, it's a city, and I did not take this trip to film the cities. I took this trip to film the countryside, mainly once we got up into Scotland. But as you can see, this is part not to miss. If you're going to do a Land's End to John O'Groats, you might as well. So thank you for watching the video. This is literally turning into my mate's place, so we show off the bit of the agility of the little 750 GS. There's Callum. Hi Callum. How you doing, mate? There he is. Ooh, only just fit through there, really, didn't I? Oh well. Drop it off the pavement, and in we go. Thank you very much, folks, for watching. I will see you next time. Cheers for now.